Hello, my name is Sheldon. Welcome back for another episode of 33 as Germany. In previous episode, we started the diplomatic play against Sokoto. They might still back down. We don't know yet. They are fearful, so there's a good chance that they will. Actually, I do wonder, how's the... Yeah, they got irregular infantry, so they're not going to be much of a problem. If we do have a war, we'll be taking these two states, unless they get some other nations to help them, which is unlikely. I suppose I could... No, I'm not going to risk getting too much infamy, so we'll just go with those two. Right now, we're not quite ready to fight off, like, multiple nations, necessarily. We'll get there eventually, but we're not quite there yet. I suppose since we got the authority, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in another tax. Transportation tax would be 16,000. On the other hand, we could go for, like, coffee tax and glass tax, maybe. And that way we can get quite a bit of money without affecting the ordinary people quite as much. Oh, the private sector is not building much. Right, so I'm guessing Benin over here is, yeah, the construction sector is mostly abandoned. And I can't downsize it because there's the secession movement. So, never mind, but that probably explains why we have the construction speed as reduced as it has been. They still haven't backed down, which is a bit surprising. Let me have a look at the army. So, have they, yeah, both of them have been set to attack. So we should get quite a bit of advancing going in there fairly quickly. Oh, there we go. So it begins. The first battle, 89 battalions versus 50 others. I think this might be a victory. Just, you know, a bit of a hunch there. They've taken quite a bit of dead and wounded already. More than we took losses total, even with the demoralized. Just with the dead over there, and wounded were more than double that. That they're dead away. So yeah, this might be a fairly quicker war. Which is fine by me, honestly. How's the colonization going down here in Congo? Not very quickly. There's another thing that I could do. I don't know, do I need to mobilize that? Or can I... Station at HQ, right, if we send you to the Congo... We can then do the war against Congo later on with that army. Oh, and there we go, this one's going to be... victory soon enough, and we'll get the hand machine gun right about now. There we go. So that should mean even more kill rate. So yeah, this it's not really a war, it's more of a massacre. Oh, Japan's having a revolution. Peasant revolt. How revolting. Right, the GDP is still at 71 million, so that hasn't really grown too much recently. It is probably increasing, like we're building a lot of things, but it might just not be increasing that quickly yet. So we're already taking one of the states. It's not the capital, though, I don't think. Or maybe it is. Hold on a minute. Is that the capital? Oh, it is the capital. Oh. Well, that makes life a lot easier for us, then. Now we're fighting on two fronts as well, which means that we can advance even faster. And I think they got the smaller army over here on the larger area, where we got the smaller army as well, admittedly. So we've already got part of the states conquered. They should be giving us a decent bit more. How much is that actually going to be? It is another 26%, so it's probably about 52% now total there. Oh, wow. Looks like the Sokoto armies have lost most of their manpower there. They've got like less than 10,000 men remaining there. So this should be a very, very quick war indeed. And we're about to get another piece of the Niger Delta in our control. Oh, and we've conquered that entire state there as well, so now we've got the war goals already sorted out. They would not take the peace deal quite yet. Oh, Belgium is damaging relations. Okay, well. Too bad for Belgium. We're already in Congo. We don't have a large area there, mind you, but we are actually colonizing at a decent speed. Well, there is the severe malaria, but it is still growing fairly quickly, oddly enough. I'm guessing we're about to win more fights in here. Actually, we'll start another fight. Oh yeah, that is going to be very, very easy. Even with the broken supply lines and everything. Oh, we're fighting two states at once again. Alright then. Well, we'll try to conquer both of these states, rather. And they probably will take the peace deal now. Yes. Okay, good. There we are. So what we're going to do is we'll just quickly use the state action again to reset the production methods. And then we can... tweak that afterwards a little bit, if need be. But it's probably not going to be too bad. Ooh, they need a lot more servers, but that might be getting sorted out now. Got a bit of textiles there, which is quite handy. They got a little bit of food industries. Some glass works. They've got a lot of farmland. They've got a whole lot of peasants in here as well. They do have a few barracks, which does then provide us with a bit of extra troops. But I suppose what we need to do is we need to have a look at the... Probably in the First Colonial Army. Is that a new... No, that's just the First Colonial Army that's getting those troops, I think. Oh, we already got a little bit of the infantry in here. So I don't actually know. Is that then a new army? Or maybe it hasn't factored that in yet. There we go. So we've got a little bit of stuff in here. Not exactly... Oh, there's a bit of coal over here. There's a bit of coal mines from her. Actually, speaking of coal mines... Oh, there we go. We're starting to get the... Oh, we probably inherited more construction sectors from the nation there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put in some more coal mines that we have to automatically expand. Some of them already are. But we're going to expand a few more places, I reckon. Because honestly, that's going to be a whole lot of coal that we do need. Because coal is actually now the biggest demand right now in our market. Or unfilled demand, that is. Actually, probably easier if we just go through here, isn't it? There we go. So they can all now start automatically expanding. We'll probably do that for all the iron mines as well. Maybe the lead mines, sulfur mines. I guess the wheat farms and rye farms can also do that. And a lot of the industries as well. Some of it might not be entirely profitable, but I reckon it's still going to be a pretty decent amount of excess production then. Actually, also the railways could probably automatically expand, now that I think of it. There we go, so that's... oh, the private sector is building 3 things right now. That's quite handy. Also, we probably inherited... Oh, the secession movement is actually going down right now. Oh, that's good. Standard of living is not growing too much yet, but we are in the top 10 in terms of the standard of living total, though. Oh, there we go, now it's 76 million GDP. Oh, and now the secession movement, that's international movement. Okay, so that's a bit different group. Oh, they are very militant, though, so that is a problem. They don't have a huge army, though, so it should be somewhat easy to defeat. Oh, we got a bit of ironclad shortage, do we? I'm guessing the military shipyard... Where was that, actually? Military shipyard. Is it this one? Yeah, this one's... You know what? I'm going to go and subsidize this. Get the ironclad's production going properly. Because we do need a decent bit. Not like massive amounts, mind you, but a decent bit nonetheless. No, Prussia colonizing Congo. Hold on a bit. That's my Congo. You stop infringing on my colonies here, Prison. How much would it cost us infamy to conquer... Oh, France is guaranteeing their independence. Well, that's a bit of a problem then. Yeah, the French Empire would probably support them. And that would still be almost 7 infamy, so we don't necessarily want to go there quite yet. But at least we're opening up the possibility for that later on. Journal of Philosophical Studies. You know what, we'll fund it. We'll get some more prestige, which might actually get us to number 1. There we go, the created power completed. Let's see, so maintain subjects, bolstering the military. Number of flotillas need to be 75 or higher. I mean, that's something that we'll probably get to. Hegemon, the share of global population across German Empire is subject greater or equal to 40%. Oh, right, yeah, global population, of course. That's... Oh, British... Right, the attitude with Britain is... well, you know, there's a bit of border tension for sure. Militarily threatening nation. I mean, only a little bit. Because I suppose that's partly because of the infamy. Health? Or crisis of health. Prominent German political exile, Bernard Lazal, has fallen severely ill during his time overseas. He has petitioned to return home for enough time to seek medical treatment. We'll get a bit of prestige for that. Got some time modifiers, which are... Oh, that's a whole lot of tooling workshops underway. Which, to be fair, we do need a lot of tools. Let's actually take a quick look at the market right now. So what do we need? A lot of fine art is actually in demand. Okay, are we... Yeah, we could probably just auto-expand that one, to be fair. They don't really have enough money there yet to expand them automatically, perhaps. But I suspect that they will become more valuable over time. We could... Well, we might have to increase the taxes at some point. We still have a decent stockpile of money, though. So I'm not too worried about that. And well, the private sector is not building all that much. They'll still be mainly using the money to buy buildings, I reckon. But, oh wow, we've got 58 buildings upgrading. Okay. I'm guessing there's a lot of mines upgrading. Yeah, there's coal mines, various factories, coal mines, logging camps, railways. Alright then. Secessionist Manifesto. Manifesto laying out the arguments for Edo independence and started to spread in German Empire. Start propaganda campaign to counter these arguments. That would reduce the... Oh, it would reduce the activism as well. It will cost us a bit of authority, but it's only... Okay, minus 10, that's not too bad. We can probably afford that for the time being. But that might then reduce the... No, it's still very much militant. Let's actually have a look. So is this... No, that's a different... There was the... Well, I suppose there's not movement in there. Let's have a look at this one then. So militant 95%. Towards 95%. Okay, so it's going down at least. Base acceptance level is pretty bad for them though, so that's probably not helping. Oh, and that's... Oh, that's a different... different national movement then. Right, things aren't looking too strong in here. Democratic Solidarity. In pro-suffrage gesture, Bernard Scherer has released a positive endorsement of the Free-Minded People's Party for its sole support of voting rights in German Empire. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the... Okay, so the Conservative Party is still the leading party, but the other two parties have gained a bit more popularity now. Clearly not enough. Oh, right, the... Right, Petit Bourgeois is part of the Conservative Party now. Oh, private sector is not building anything right now. Holy crap. Okay, it is increasing in the size quite a bit. Again, they're probably still spending a lot of money buying new levels for buildings from me, so it might take a while. Hey, we're getting closer and closer to 80 million in GDP, which if we have a look at the Chinese one, they haven't actually grown that much yet. They've been fairly stagnant for the past several years at least. Whereas our GDP is, well, I believe a decent chunk of that is growth by conquer, or conquering lands, but that's fine. It's part of the course. I actually wonder, so over here we've probably got quite a few construction sectors. Can we... No, we can't downsize that. Because there are revolts and all that, okay. I suppose part of that reason is why you can't do that is because reducing building levels means that the people get fired, and then that causes more radicals from the population that gets fired from the jobs. So you can't just use that to then trigger a revolution starter immediately if you, or faster if you really want to. We can get the evangelical church's attraction down a little bit, which is probably fine. That does increase the maybe the vote share of the Free-Minded People's Party a tiny bit, although it's not going to be that massive. But it looks like the Conservative Party is actually losing more and more popularity there. That could well be useful. I don't suppose there is a demand for... Well, no, we still can't get rid of the tenant farmers, really. I wouldn't mind passing the homesteading, but that is not really something that I can really try to pass yet. There's just not a lot of support for it. There's not a lot of opposition for it either. We can't really go for the more relaxed laws with the cultures and acceptances, though. Not right now, anyway. We do not want to change from the public schools or public health insurance. Dedicated police force is pretty important. So right now, there's not too much that we can do in terms of laws. We'll try to go for total separation, I suppose. Oh, so it does still allow conversion of the population. I do actually wonder... If we have a look at, for example, I guess Benin, is there any... there's a bit of Sunnis in there, but no, it's not really the populations that I would be wanted. Ooh, it's a... quite a mixture of populations there. I suppose that is indeed very much reality. The state borders over here aren't necessarily all that conducive to where the actual populations go in Africa. Official translations. The government has received a request from the TIV to provide translation of some official documents to their language. Do you know what? I'm going to do that. Oh, well, that took a whole lot of bureaucracy to do. Oh, right, we must have gotten a lot of government administrations over here, did we? Yeah, there's 5 levels over there. We may have gotten some in Benin as well. No, we didn't get any in Benin. Okay, so we still got a bit of bureaucracy at least. Not necessarily the highest amounts, but it's good enough for now. But I'm hoping that that will start reducing the militantism. Oh yeah, it's no longer 100%. So it's no longer revolt imminent. It's still probably going to be causing some issues. I want to commence civic coalition. Outright to the Conservative Party. I mean, I suppose he can say what he wants. Not going to get too much hands-on on all of that. Looks like the radical numbers, we still got quite a bit, but it seems like it's actually going downwards a little bit. We've got a fairly good legitimacy, so that definitely helps. And, oh, the private sector is taking more and more of the construction now. So that does mean that we're not actually spending quite as much money. I do actually wonder of our population, though. If we have a look at the chart, so labourers make still... Oh, they are the biggest portion of the population. Peasants are the second largest. There's the clerks and all that. How many do we actually have, like, capitalists? We've got 100,000 capitalists. I mean, it could be worse. What about aristocrats? We've got almost 200,000. Officers, we've got 66,000. Let's have a look, actually. So the upper strata, I think that is just... Right, transportation services are pretty high price on there. Oh yeah, 6.6 million middle strata already. They have some issues with the standard of living. And then the lower strata also has some issues with standard of living. It's not the worst. The clothing price is pretty high. Oh, right. I did get a reminder, or rather, I did now just remind that we got the textile mills. Yeah, that's using the silk already. Do we have any other textile mill that is relatively low level? Not using the silk? Yeah, maybe this one. Would reduce the amount of clothing available, but it would also allow us to have more luxury clothing, which is going to make more money. And that does mean that the trade for the silk, or trades for the silk, are going to be probably better. We could maybe even reduce the tariffs a little bit, so it'll be more profitable, which means that we might actually import even more. Oh yeah, China's got several trade routes with us right now. Can I import even more from somewhere? I could just try importing some from Persia or Vietnam. Vietnam would be somewhat profitable. It would cost us a bit of bureaucracy, but that's not too bad. We'll do that one. We've got almost 1,700 prestige as well. Oh, corporatism. Hey, radicals and political movements goes down. There we go. That should start reducing radicals even further. And maybe not a instant fix to the issues that we're having, especially with the situation in Africa. Oh, hold on a minute. Estonian uprising. Alright then. I'm almost tempted to support them. No, to be fair, the Russians have a massive army, but I don't think they have a particularly good quality necessarily. Let's actually have a look. Now, they do have skirmish infantry, but they don't have the shrapnel artillery, at least. Of course, we've got a decent-sized army as well. Another thing that I might want to do is I'm going to go ahead and expand the second fleet that we have here. Get another 4+1. So that'll get us to a total of 30 flotillas, which is still quite a small amount. Oh, secessionist protests. Now we're going to have to break it up. We'll use a bit of authority. Or they'll get pop attraction. You know what? I'll let them be heard. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. There's still the Tver national movement, which is still fairly high activism. We'll see how much that is going to cause issues. How much do we need coal? Or rather, how bad is the coal price right now? 21% increase. So it's a decent amount. We are probably going to be building more and more coal mines, to be fair. We've got so many buildings underway. Because there's a bit of the naval bases. There's a lot of food industries, motor industries, lead mines, paper mills. Everything, essentially. But it does mean that we are getting closer and closer to catching up with China in terms of GDP. I mean, they've still got a good 43 million ahead of us. But that's actually not that bad. We've got a decent distance between us and the British in terms of prestige. Although, once our modifier ends, which is giving us 10% extra, then we will probably be dropping back to level 2. Or the second place in there. Right, we've still got quite a bit of infamy, but I do wonder... Rogu, who are you allied to? No one. So that's the... No, that is the Eastern State. There's only 2.7 infamy. What about the Dahomey? That's okay, so I could potentially just conquer all of this. Let's see, Brogu. You might get help from Oyo, which actually that would be perfectly fine by me. They don't have a huge army, either one of them. They might even accept this, to be fair. Which if they do, then that's at least another full state for me. I've got the 10 battalion army there. I've got the 20 over here, which I suppose I could just go ahead and send to the front line. Oh, there's the election. Right, Conservative Party did still win. So I'm probably not going to change the... Oh, Armed Forces want to join the Conservative Party. Okay. Well, I guess we can bring them in. Does that actually unlock any... Oh, protectionism. Oh. Industrial would oppose that. I'm going to go for that. I mean, it might take a while. At least we can get some more laws that should then benefit. There's just some degree, anyway. Especially for the importing the things. Right, food industries getting built by this. Oh, okay, the private sector is taking more and more off of the production queue now, so we're not actually losing that much money. And the investment pool is, well, it's a bit low on cash still, but it is at least still increasing. The question is then, do they get any help? If they do not, I'm going to add in a war goal for Conquer State Dahomey. Now at 25 in for me, which might cause a bit of issues. Also going to go ahead and put in... Oh, right, that means radicals. Oh, well, we just went below 25 again. Good. So we didn't have that going for too long. It's uncertain right now. I do wonder, actually. Is there anyone... No one's really wanting to join in on either side right now. Also, did we didn't get invited in here, so I'm going to declare neutrality. No, we got the literary rate to 71% now. That's pretty decent. I mean, it could still be higher, of course, but it's a good start for things to come. And we've got, got plenty of extra innovation waiting. We are getting the dynamite soon, which is going to require a whole lot of explosives. We've got a decent explosive production already, mind you, but we can probably increase that a bit further. I did add in the, I did add the extra war goal. They are uncertain, so they might actually go for the war. That's going to give us a bit more states in here. I do actually wonder, if we have a look at the achievements. So the Berlin Conference own at least 10 states in Africa. And it doesn't give us information about how many we already do have in there. But I guess we got... depending on the way of calculation, so I'm guessing the colonies do not count. Well, I guess what we can then expect to have is either 2 or 3 states. I don't know if the partial state counts or not. We'll try to keep the infamy below 25 just to make sure that we don't get a whole lot of radicals. Because that tends to be a very big problem. Art of doing nothing. Sure, we'll get another 10% boost there. And the secession, okay, that's going to get us to go to 98% there. That's going to be a bit of a problem, I'd say. There's still loads and loads of things being built. I'm guessing the... Oh yeah, we do need a bit more man of wars. It's a good thing that we increase the production of those. And, of course, coal is something we need desperately. A bit of fine art and a few other things. So after the dynamite, we're going to get the open half processor. That increases the amount of steel that we produce drastically. That's going to make a lot of cheap steel, which might actually reduce the construction cost a lot. Oh, there we go. The war has started, so we will actually be getting both of these war goals in here. They don't have a large army. We've got the 20 battalion army over here. Probably should be enough to defeat the enemy troops very rapidly. We've, of course, got the hand-crank machine guns, shrapnel artillery already, so the amount of casualties that the enemy is going to be taking is very, very good. From our perspective. Oh, and there's 52% of the state already. Well, I suppose there's a partial state there, so it makes sense. Private sector is still building only 4 buildings at once. So I suppose... oh, right, we just completed some buildings, so we're not losing that much money right now. And there's a second battle. That should be the state already conquered. Very shortly. Yeah, that's... Wow, we lost less than 200 men in dead and wounded. Trade from Jing. Oh, you know what? I will take that. It will cost us a lot of money, but it also means that we can then do a lot more trading with them. That should free up a lot more bureaucracy. Actually, I wonder... Let's have a China, or the Jing market. We've got quite a bit of things to import, and they've got a lot of things that they might be exporting. Let's have a look at the market prices. So things that they need a lot. Sulfur, we might be able to export there. I don't know if that's actually going to be profitable, though. Oh, right, it should be. At least there's some revenue. Productivity is, yeah, it's not going to be too bad. And I suppose coal is not something we can really easily provide. Because we need a load of it ourselves. They need some oil as well already. Which we don't really have yet, but we're going to get the pump tracks at some point. We'll be then providing that. I believe Hanover is going to be getting quite a bit of oil. Or somewhere around there. And there might also be some oil around here as well. Which is then going to be very much utilized. Our GDP is actually dropping a little bit. Oh, particular expression. You can get 7% success chance or 5% success chance and rule folk gets some more. You know what, we'll actually boost the rule folk a little bit further. They are not very high on the list here, but they are not that far from the landowners in terms of political strength right now, or the clout at least. And dynamite will be researched right about now. There we are. So let's have a look at the... I suppose, well, first of all, we'll switch the explosive factories to produce the vacuum evaporation. That needs more fertilizer. Which I don't know if we actually got... Oh, right, munition plant. We can get the explosive shells there. Hold on a minute. So where's the fertilizer? No, we haven't gotten the improved fertilizer yet, so we won't be able to get any more from there. And then I suppose what we'll do is we'll start with the coal mines. We'll start using a whole lot of explosives, which might cost a lot of expenditure. Initially, anyway. An absent mind. Otto Velker. Leader of the trade union is not attending meetings. You know, if he loses a bit of popularity, that's fine. Oh, Malta is getting, yep. France is going to be doing some work over here, I guess. To do more colonizing. But at least we are getting the neighboring areas over here sorted out. Ah, there we go. So that should be... Oh, and there's the steam donkey as well. There we go. Very nice. So next thing is going to be the... Oh, right, open heart process. After that, there's going to be a few other things, and then we'll get the pump tracks. Although I suppose... No, I can't drag and reorder these, but that's fine. We'll just have to live with it. So that colony is still growing. That's good. And how is... right, so let's double check the production methods. Yeah, we'll reset the homie. Did we actually get more... No, we didn't get more construction sectors over here. Did get a little bit of farmlands and all that, and I suppose we probably got a few more industries. Nothing massive, mind you, but probably at least something. There's not a lot of peasants available in here, which is not great, but also not initially that bad. But yeah, looks like that is going to get colonized. We got a bit of infamy. How's the homie? First of all, who are you allied to? Got defensive back with Portugal. Alright then. So that could be an interesting option there. What about Oyo? You got the defensive back with Netherlands, which would cause a bit of fighting in the mainland of Europe as well. Most likely. Plus we would lose the... Yeah, it might not be a great idea to attack them quite yet. I could potentially try to bring them into the our empire, I suppose. Do I actually have any subjects right now? I don't suppose I do. No, I do not. Is there a way for me to perhaps diplomatically... I could try to make them protectorate. Which I'm guessing, if we have a look... No, they would not accept that. They're not too far off, though. Okay, maybe we will try to get them through diplomatic means, then. Let's start improving relations with them. Wait, is Gobir something that we can colonize? They're unrecognized power. Okay, so we can potentially conquer them, then. Is that... Well... They got a bit of coal mines there, actually. Is this... No, it's their own state. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, we'll probably be conquering a bit more lands in here, but we are getting more and more... Actually, suppose if we have a look at the... I'm not going to create the colonial administration. But... That would be... okay, at least 2 states. I'm not going to do that. Right, Congo is another one, but we're not going to do that one either. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll show you the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.